Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, August 11th. I'm Michael Taylor. Good to be here with you on a Tuesday. How's your week going so far? I've had a pretty good one, okay? Not too crazy, not too busy. Next week it's a little busier for me, but that's the way it goes. I guess I have to go back to Santa Ana College, doing my full-time teaching job over there, and still coming in here in the mornings and saying hello to you guys. So let's get on this week, though. It's got a good show for you on this Tuesday. We're going to be welcoming Jerry Slusowicz and Jaden Slusowicz into the... Say that 10 times fast, from Pacific Financial Planners into the studio. They're going to be talking about some important questions about your finances that everybody should have the answers to. So stay tuned for that. And then later in the program, it's time for some pickleball. Are you ready? We have from Pickleball First Shop, we're going to be welcoming Ronnie Nemchok to the program, and he's going to be talking to us about all the supplies, all the stuff that they have for you in the community, for you pickleballers. I know there's lots of you out there, so stay tuned for that as well. Right now, though, we want to keep you informed, and we got an important one for you. Get to where you need to go. Okay, visit the Transportation Division Information Booth at the Community Center coming up this Wednesday, tomorrow, August 12th, from 10 a.m. to noon to learn more about available services. Staff will also distribute the new RFID tokens and replace any that are not functioning properly. Transportation services include Easy Rider, Boost powered by Lyft, Journey, paratransit services, and more. So make sure you come out there and get all the information, answer your questions, turn in those tokens if you need to. For more information, call the Transportation Division at 949-597-4659 or visit lagunawoodsvillage.com for more information about transportation. All right, speaking of transportation, let's go outside and see how the clouds are moving in and out. Right now we got some partly cloudy as we're going to mostly sunny for the rest of the day. And it's going to be 84 degrees today, and that's going to be the high for the rest of the week. We got some temperatures ticking down into the low 80s and even 80 degrees on Thursday. Then we start going up just a little bit more, but not too much. The heat is kind of abating a little bit as the onshore flow kind of comes back and hopefully push out some of this humidity as well. So we're going to have the morning clouds clearing to mostly sunny for the rest of the week. Let's look at our sunrise, sunset. Got a beautiful picture here from Treasure Island over in Laguna Beach. Beautiful shot here. This is from Dennis Harper. Thank you, Dennis, for sending us this one. Sunrise this morning was 6:10. Sunset tonight is going to be 7:41. If you'd like to send us a picture, we'd love to see it. As always, email them to us, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we'll use it in our sunrise, sunset segment. Okay, we got a couple of meetings to tell you about, and then when we come back, we'll be talking to the folks from Pacific Financial Planners. Stay with us.
Pearl 32 Dental, we redefine your dental experience with comfort, technology, and care. Led by Dr. Rezai and Dr. Jahed Manish, we specialize in patient-first dentistry. We do permanent crowns in just one visit with our same-day CEREC technology. From smile makeovers to laser therapy and implants, we blend artistry with innovation. We accept payment plans, or you can check out our 3-tier membership for exclusive savings. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your appointment today. Welcome to Adapt to It, your neighborhood resource for all your home medical supplies. For over 20 years, we've helped Laguna Woods stay safe, prevent falls, and remain independent. We modify your shower or bath for safer entry and exit. Stay mobile with walkers, scooters, and wheelchairs as light as 14 pounds. Our lift chairs provide heat, massage, and a gentle lift when you're ready to stand. And at bedtime, our adjustable beds help you find the perfect position for rest. We're here for all your needs throughout the day. When you can't change it, adapt to it.
We promise to meet you with an open heart and curious mind. To never have the answers before we've heard your story. Because you are not everyone else, and healthcare is not one size fits all. Highest performing hospital, top ranked physicians, 50 convenient locations, right here in Orange County. You, empowered by Hogue.
I often get asked why I chose to become a retirement income specialist. Now for me, the answer's always been simple. I wanted to help people. There's something rewarding about helping someone not only enjoy their retirement, but just not worrying about it. My goal is to understand the person sitting in front of me. Once I understand what's important to them, we can build a plan around their goals and not anyone else's. My role is to help people use their hard-earned money they've spent their entire lifetime building to support the retirement they've always wanted.
And welcome back to the program. We want to welcome back Jerry and Jaden Slusowicz from Pacific Financial Planners. Good to have you guys back, the father-son duo here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Good to see you guys. Now, you guys have identified like 5 questions that every retiree should ask. Why this 5? How did you guys boil it down to this?
Well, there's things that people should be paying attention to because retirement has changed a lot over the last 20, 30 years. People are living longer. We have higher taxes, we have higher inflation because we have a higher national debt. We have a market that's gone up, pretty much straight up since 2009. While that's great, it's almost 17, 18 years. Will that continue? Generally, there's these 15 to 20 year trends. So, people have different issues because of the life expectancy and making sure that they're prepared for the unexpected. So we wanted to cover these things to help people understand not to just focus on one thing, that there's multiple things that can happen in retirement. And we're kind of experts on that, helping people in the village since 1989.
Now, Jaden, how has it been for you to come along? I mean, the 2008 crash, were you in kindergarten at the time? so you've kind of come up in a market that has always been in one direction, but then you're talking to retirees about, financial security and those kinds of things. How have you kind of evolved to understand what the needs are for retirees when you probably feel so far away from that yourself?
Well, it's like anything. I'm very interested in sports. I love learning about the history of sports. I'm now, paying attention to the market and trading and, helping retirees. You just pay attention to the history because when you see, in the previous century, you had 3 different dips where the stock market over 20 years averaged a 0% return. You pay attention to that and just realize that if it happened once before, it's more than likely it's going to happen again.
It's coming at some point. Let's talk about the stock market. Is today's stock market too expensive? Are we just too high of a bubble at the top of this thing right now to get into?
Okay, well, again, I'm not about prediction. I'm about preparation, all right? The market is elevated, but it's a 21 PE and these earnings are knocking it out. So they seem pretty good, okay? But, AI could be a little bit elevated, when you're paying 250 times, PE. It reminds me a little bit of the dot-com era, things that sound alike. But the key is a lot of people think that the stock market's the only way.
Right.
And it's not. It's completely different. When you're young and the stock market goes down, that's a great thing. You dollar cost average in, you buy more shares. But when you're retired, you don't have time to buy more shares. You're actually selling shares.
Now you're taking it out.
So you're doing what's called reverse dollar cost averaging. You're selling at low levels. It's not the only way, and there's too many people too dependent on the stock market. And if they, mess around, they might find out if they don't do something to change it.
Okay. Now your second question is, can you build your own retirement paycheck? What do you mean by that?
Well, it's coming about income. See, when you're younger, you want to grow your money. You're not retired yet. I need more money so I can retire. Folks on TV, they're retired for the most part. Yeah, a few people are working here in the village, but for the most part, they're retired. They're taking out Social Security. Some might have pensions, but most don't have enough income to cover their expenses. So where do they got to get it from? They got to get it from the savings. They're on the descent, which is a totally different philosophy than on the ascent. When you're going up and saving, all the commercials on TV, all the Fidelities and all these ING commercials, they're about growing the money. I'm talking to people who are taking money out.
Right.
You don't want to do it the same way.
Right.
You want to make sure that you have safe, secure income. It's a whole different mindset, Michael.
Okay. Now we hear about the $39 billion debt, the $1 trillion debt that we have as in our government. I wish it was $1 billion. Should retirees be worried about the national debt? How does that affect their retirement?
Well, once again, Michael, you got to prepare for it. There's nothing we can do about what Washington does and whether that national debt goes higher. But how are they going to solve it? Well, one system is to raise taxes. Well, what should we do? We should be making sure we're tax advantaged not only now but in the future. There's ways to invest with no taxes or tax deferral, or sometimes paying the taxes is a good idea. The other thing, that the way that the government looks at it is if you have inflation, you inflate your way out of it by depreciating the dollar. We all know the dollar can't buy as much as it used to.
Right.
So there's things you should do now to make sure that you have secure growth, so you have more money in the future to buy things at the depreciated dollar level. So you know that they're going to have to solve that $39 trillion debt at some point in time.
Sometime.
So what should you be doing today is the solution. And just to blindly hold the stock market and say, okay, well, I hope it all works out, and not look at other things, that's where the mistake is made.
Maybe not the best strategy. You also talk about hidden retirement taxes. Jane, what are retirees missing there?
So one thing is when you're working, you keep most of your money in your tax-deferred accounts, your IRAs, your 401ks, your employer-sponsored plans. So once you retire or you hit age 59 and a half, you have the opportunity to go ahead and start pulling out your money. You start moving it, do Roth IRA conversions, start taking the taxes on it. Because once you hit the age of 73, the IRS makes you take it out. They make you pull out your money. So if you're set on Social Security, pensions, and you have enough income coming in, a lot of people just leave their money in their IRAs and 401ks, and they don't take that time between 59 and a half and 72 years old to be able to plan accordingly. And so that way they start planning to see if they could take out more money then rather than taking out a huge lump sum when you turn 73.
Okay. Another question you guys want, am I financially prepared for the unexpected? Can anybody really be prepared for the unexpected, or you're just sheltering, you're building up some barriers?
Well, we've been in the village since 1983.
Right.
So we've seen thousands of different times of people retiring, thousands of different cases, and not everyone is the same, but when you see a lot, you are able to better prepare for it. Just like anything, if you, we were just watching the SpaceX shoot up another satellite, maybe it was Starlink, but what they do is they put it next to the ocean. They make sure it goes over the water. They make sure no one's near the rocket. They planned for the inevitable if something does go wrong. So what you want to do in retirement is treat it the exact same. You want to put up safety nets, and you want to be able to plan accordingly, so that way you're not caught left stranded and then you have a big problem.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael, you asked, can anyone really prepare for that?
Right.
Of course they can.
Yeah.
I mean, other than maybe aliens, which maybe we should start planning now. You know what I mean? Yeah. What can happen? Death of a spouse, higher taxes. You need a new car. You need more medical help. You should say, well, I have this money allocated. You have different jobs for different money. You say, this money is for this. This money is for the future. This money is to grow for the future. Could prepare against inflation. What happens if my spouse dies? You got a tax problem. So yeah, you've got to start planning that when you're younger, and then you are prepared for when those things do happen, if they happen. And if they don't happen to you, thank goodness, then you're better off.
And Jane, you go down the checklist when somebody sits down with you, they come into the office for the first time, and you say, hey, we got to prepare for these things. Did you go down the kind of checklist and they go, oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't realize that, or kind of thing. Or are they sometimes surprised at all of the things they need to be thinking about as they go through their retirement planning?
It's surprising when people actually hits all the check marks. You don't see it too often.
Okay.
You want to just make sure that you're covering their bases before they start taking more risk at that age.
Okay. So these 5 questions that you guys are talking about, these issues, is there a common theme kind of connecting all of them?
Yeah.
Well, it's common theme is just being prepared. You really want to be prepared. When you're feeling sick, you want to go and talk to a doctor. You want to go and talk to a health professional. When you need law advice, you go and talk to a lawyer, specialize in that field. When you need financial advice just to be prepared, it's always good to get a second opinion and talk to a financial professional. So that's what we're here for. You don't have to come to us, but again, we have been helping people here in the village since 1983.
So like the doctor, they need a financial checkup. How can they get that from you guys?
Well, again, they can set an appointment. It's free. There's no obligation. We've been doing this for years. I did radio for years. No one has to pay to come in and talk to us and get all their questions. They can do it on the phone.
Yeah.
We don't
And
care.
you have your Thursday event coming up too, right?
Yeah, it's this Thursday, the 13th.
Yeah, the 13th, 3 to 5
13th.
p.m. Bring your questions. It's a good conversation.
Clubhouse 7.
Nowhere else to be required. Just show up at Clubhouse 7. We'll we'll talk about these 5 questions and more with Jaden and Jerry. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Michael.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
Are you looking to boost your financial knowledge in a friendly, relaxed setting? Join us at the Financial Forum Club, where we tackle important money matters together. The second Thursday of every month from 3 to 5 p.m. in Clubhouse 7. No RSVP is required. Come to learn, share, or just listen. Coffee and cookies are on us. The Financial Forum Club, your community, your future, your financial education.
Discover Canyon Spirit, the new rail journey from the creators of Rocky Mountaineer, built on decades of world-class hospitality. See the Southwest like never before. Travel only by day and enjoy panoramic glass dome views that showcase the region's most unforgettable vistas. Relax in premium comfort, savor regionally inspired cuisine, and let the onboard hosts bring every mile to life. Seats are limited. Book your Canyon Spirit adventure now with AAA Laguna Hills.
Hey, beach walkers, grandkid chasers, stair climbers, dance lovers, weekend warriors, and yogis. Your life demands activity, and joint pain shouldn't hold you back. Get personalized joint care that's as unique as you, with high satisfaction rates to prove it. At Memorial Care, your joint replacement patient navigator will be by your side, helping you safely return to more. Like another beach, extra hug, and one more song. More from life is calling with Memorial Care.
You know, people ask me about real estate here in the village all the time. I live here, and as a realtor, I know buying and selling in our community is different. There are specific rules and details that really matter, and having someone who truly knows how it works is important. If questions come up for you or someone you know, give me a call. I'm your Laguna Woods Insider. Please call me, Melissa Fort, your Laguna Woods Insider at 949-478-5888, or visit my website.
We want to welcome to the program the owner of Pickleball First Shop, Ronnie Nemchuk. Thanks for joining us, Ronnie.
Yeah, thank you for having
me. Good to be here. You know,
Yeah.
there's courts just across the street over here that they play on all the time. You
Yeah.
can run over there after the show.
I might have to.
So how long have you been had this pickleball shop? How'd you get into pickleball? Give me the story of Ronnie.
Yeah, so I've been involved with pickleball for 10 years
Okay.
on the business side, and been from the manufacturing side to the court side, the private club facilities in South Orange County. And then 2022, I started my first store up in Anaheim, and I opened another store in Fountain Valley, and then a third store in Dana Point. And so I've had 3 stores now for about 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, but Dana Point is the main one.
That's the
Yeah.
big one. That's the first one you started, and then there's one around here as well. So tell me about what can you find in the shop? Is it all things pickleball?
We're everything. We're your one-stop shop.
One-stop shop? All right.
Everything pickleball. Yeah, and we have everything from paddles to balls to bags. We have a court you can hit balls on.
You can practice kind of
we
thing.
We have a little practice court. Yeah.
See if you like the paddle kind of thing.
Yeah, and we have a demo program that's probably the biggest thing for a lot of people.
Okay.
And we're the only store, and the only brick and mortar store in Orange County for pickleball.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's it been like to see kind of come up in the boom of pickleball? It went from like, what's pickleball to everybody knows what pickleball is.
Exactly. So it started mainly with the seniors, but now you got kids playing. Now you got young adults playing. You have married couples playing, and it's a great sport for everybody. And everyone's super nice. You can meet some great people. And it's just a fun sport for anyone.
So tell me about the demo program. If people are trying to get into this sport, or if they want to maybe get a different racket, different whatever, what does the demo program entail?
So you get 2 paddles for 3 days for $40.
Okay.
And then you get $20 off your purchase of a new paddle. So the program itself costs $20.
Okay.
But we get paddles and product before they even come out online.
Oh,
so
wow.
you get some of the new stuff before it even comes out.
Have you found it interesting to see how the technology has really kind of really been woven into the pickleball stuff, like the paddles with the carbon faces and the ones with spin and the ones with bounce and that kind of thing? It's really kind of come alive in terms of the technology to tailor around how people want to play.
Absolutely. The technology of the sport has changed so much in paddles, from foam to fiberglass to carbon fiber to just different types of cosmetics in the paddles. It's really changed the game quite a bit.
What is it you loved about pickleball when you first started playing it?
I came from the tennis business before, and I loved how pickleball was very unique. When I first played, I played with a 12-year-old kid, an 81-year-old grandfather, and then a tennis coach and myself. And I thought, you know what, this is so unique. There's no other sport like this in the world that you can do this. And we had a lot of fun, and I was attracted to that. And so I started building along and just started doing clubs and got on the manufacturer side and really grew myself in the sport.
Okay. Well, now, since you were in tennis first, there's that animosity, it seems, between tennis players and court time and pickleball players. In fact, a Netflix movie is called Dink just came out, or whatever, kind of a comedy there, but about that tension.
Yeah.
Did you feel the tension when you went over to the dark side of pickleball?
I did. And I sat on the board for Orange County Tennis Association, and I was super involved in the tennis sport here in Orange County. And when I went to pickleball, everybody thought I was crazy and what are you doing? And then, fast forward 5 years later, everyone's calling me saying, hey, how can I get involved in this sport?
And it's like you said, it's generational. Kids can play and older folks can play.
Yeah.
Is the inclusivity of that and the ability for everybody to kind of participate what makes it kind of like this growth sport?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just great overall family sport. It's easy to play. But after you develop the game and the skills, there are some strategy involved as well. But you can do singles, you can do doubles as well. And you can go, the good thing about this sport, you can go to anywhere that has courts. You can go by yourself, put your paddle up and rotate in.
Right.
Tennis courts, you can't do that.
Right. There is kind of an openness to that. I mean, I've seen that, of course, with people just sit up there and they put the paddle over and hey, we need one, or you guys want to join? We'll play doubles. That
Exactly.
Kind of thing.
So it's very social. It's a very social sport, and it's easy to meet people as well.
Yeah, and I've been down to the courts here in Laguna Woods Village, and they play for keeps down there. They're not messing around.
2 hours, and the thing of pickleball, everybody will say, "Oh, just one more game."
Yeah, exactly.
Just one more game.
One more. I got one more in me. What kind of things do you do? Like you said, you were very involved in the associations you serve on the boards. What kind of things do you do in terms of charities or other events here in the community for Orange County?
Absolutely. We support tons of charities all over South Orange County and Orange County in general. And we do just involved with a lot of events, city partnerships, and we're here to support pickleball. And if you have any event you're doing, reach out to us. We'd love to help out and get behind it.
Okay. Now, I've seen on ESPN, those kind of things, it's like the professional level of pickleball, and that's growing. It's getting viewership. Are there leagues and those kinds of things that you be in the know here? Are there kids leagues? Is there a grassroots in terms of growing that up to funnel people in that direction?
Absolutely. There's a lot of different leagues that are all over Orange County, especially here in South Orange County, and there's leagues inside here at Laguna Woods as well. But for the youth and the kids, that's upcoming as well. And a lot of that market's not even touchable yet as far as getting the NCAA sport. It's on its way. There's a lot in the colleges. There's club sports already for pickleball. UCI has a team. USC has a team. UCLA. List goes on.
Yeah. Do you like how accessible pickleball is becoming? Tennis, and not to bash on tennis, but tennis had that kind of elite, that tennis club.
Sure.
And it kind of had that kind of eliteness to it. But pickleball is really just there's no barrier to pickleball.
Yeah, it's definitely there. You're seeing more clubs coming into the space for pickleball clubs versus the tennis clubs. But if you have a tennis club and you don't have pickleball, it's very hard to survive.
Okay. Now, if I come into one of the pickleball first shops and I know nothing about pickleball, how will you or some of your associates kind of walk me through the process of, well, here's the kind of shoes you're going to want, here's the kind of paddle you're going to, how do you guys kind of get people going into this world?
Yeah, so we tell them if you come to the shop, you've never played before, we recommend certain coaches and certain classes and your local community center where you can get plugged in for lessons. And then we have beginner paddles that are cost anywhere between $80 to $100. You're not going out buying a $350 paddle, but eventually some people will buy those paddles, of course.
But that starter set, like a new golf clubs or whatever that might be.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's a vendor event coming up next month. It's going to be October 12th in Laguna Woods Village. It's Vendors Day, and you're going to be there?
I will be there. We will have a booth, and we will be a vendor. and love to meet everybody out there that's watching the show. Come on down and say hello.
Pickleballers, be warned, we're going to have Ronnie down there at Vendors Day, so go down there and meet him, or go to one of his shops, Pickleball First Shops, Dana Point, and all over the area. Thank you so much, Ronnie.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate it. You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
When it comes to life's most important medical challenges, where do you go? Welcome to the Hoag Institutes. Our top-ranked physicians are experts in diagnosing and treating the most complex medical conditions. Unparalleled expertise, world-class care, all within the Hoag Institutes, right here in OC.
Hi, my name is Jeff McCabe, owner of California Gun Services, and for the last 10 years we've been helping residents of Laguna Woods with any firearm-related needs. You have maybe some old bullets left in the garage, even an old gun in a closet. You might have a gun collection worth tens of thousands of dollars. We can help with all these matters and more. We like to say we're the gun company for non-gun people. Our goal is to keep you safe, legal, and maybe even put a couple dollars in your hands. Call California Gun Services today and you can speak directly with myself, Jeff McCabe.
Do you suffer from low back pain? Hoag Orthopedic Institute is the #1 provider of orthopedic and spine care in Orange County. Our Back to You program is a unique, non-operative, evidence-based approach to treating low back pain. Our spine strengthening program combines physical therapy with education on pain and nutrition. Let Hoag Orthopedic Institute's Back to You program get you back to doing what you love. For more information, visit hoiexperts.com/spine or call 855-999-4641 to find a doctor.
Welcome back, everybody. We got some great movies for you for Friday and Saturday. Let's talk about them. The Best of Enemies is coming up this Friday. It stars Sam Rockwell. This is a great movie if you haven't seen it. I loved it when it first came out. Really great one. It's brought to us by Advanced Ear Care. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. It's the true story of an unlikely friendship in 1971 between civil rights activist Ann Atwater and Ku Klux Klan leader C.P. Ellis that led to a groundbreaking consensus during school desegregation in Durham, North Carolina. And then on Saturday, we got a good old-fashioned Western for you. It's Appaloosa, stars Ed Harris and Renee Zellweger. It's brought to us by Harvard Eye Associates. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. It's set in 1882 in the town of Appaloosa, New Mexico. It's terrorized by a rancher who murders a town marshal and deputies. Then Virgil Cole and his deputy, Everett Hitch, are hired by the townspeople to establish law and order. The pair confront the rancher, uphold justice, and face moral challenges along the way. That is our Saturday movie for you. All right, let's take a quick check of our weather before we head out. And we got some nice temperatures for today. Really, today's going to be the warmest of the rest of the day of the week. It's topping out at 84 degrees. Then we have a slight cool off for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then temperatures start to tick up a little bit on Saturday, but not too much. Really nice weather, morning clouds, and afternoon sunshine. All right, folks, tomorrow on the program, we're going to be welcoming concerned citizens and deluxe nightclubs. Stay tuned for that one. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.